fencing. So how many gaps you have so far?
My place.
You said that some gaps have been bigger.
Yeah.
So how many in the last one?
Earlier there were total 11 gaps were there, and out of 11, 6 gaps are already covered this year.
So remaining?
Remaining is in pipeline.
Is there any timeline?
Actually, there is some issue regarding the alignment of the border, and it is with BGB. So the issue is yet to resolve. So it will take some time, but will fence it in years to the next year, by next year.
Sir, this
The work is already sanctioned, but the issue is with the alignment of the border, because the survey of that border is in the process. So once the survey is done, so we have to erect the fence after 150 meters from the border. So once the border line is, the pillar is, then we can get the alignment. So that is why it is
Getting delayed.
that.
Sir, what in terms of length, these 11 gaps that you mentioned, probably it was 67 kilometers or something. These 6 gaps covered, what kind of length does it leave to be still fenced, and what are the issues that you are saying? What led to the problems that this single row fence will not be done in those areas which are still left? And I have a second question, perhaps I will round it back to later.
Actually, the issue is we cannot erect the fence on the zero line. We cannot do any construction on the zero line. But there are some villages where the villagers are staying in up to the zero line. So we have to. Then there is a proposal of having a single row fence, so that the village can be covered, and we can have a fence right on the border, on the. So it is basically, it should be resolved between the two forces, and it has been resolved last year, and this year we have already
Sir, on a different issue, you mentioned that over 1,000 people were apprehended last year in different parts and border crimes and etc. And you mentioned some 426 outgoing and 592 incoming people who were arrested while crossing the border illegally. Could you give a breakup of the Indian nationals, the Bangladeshi nationals, the legal?
I will ask him to provide. Yeah,
That we are providing.
he will provide you. Yeah.
So I have one question. Sir.
Yeah.
So there are several Indian citizens who are living in the fenced area, and the BSF has also started the rehabilitation process, like to bring them back towards the in the border areas. How many families have you approached, and how many of them have to come back towards the site?
I got compensation and the allotment of some land also, your land records also. So there is some issue in getting the land record of the particular person. So in that case, still we have problems, and we are sorting it out.
How are you encouraging them, sir? How are you encouraging the villagers who are residing in the fenced area?
We are actually facilitating them for all of the, we can, if they want to go for their farming and ahead of fence, we are facilitating them also. So, and basically all the facilities as a them to come to the and stay with the village. That is what our point is. And what we are following the SOPs which is being prepared, what the BSF should do for facilitating the villagers who are staying ahead of the fence, and we are following that only. So But
Would you be having some data like how many families have moved besides, sir?
that I will ask you.
That will provide.
Yeah, I don't have the figure.
That means the land, like how much land have you?
That is state government decide on that actually. It is, yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Can you share gender-wise statistics of infiltrators who were detained last year?
Yeah, I will ask you.
That also.
That detail will, sure.
So BSF,
Even the keys are also there.
despite your hard work, we can understand. As you say, there are patches which are open, but at the same time, we find Rohingyas particularly using this area, which again says that there, as you said already, doubts are there, and both not only from Bangladesh, but on the other side coming from the mainland and using this. What is this? Why is this happening? And since you said NIA has already detained so many persons, does not BSF also have those information? Those who are the doubts, particularly in the abode?
Basically, what BSF has no investigation power actually. We can locate them, we can pinpoint them, but we don't investigate the case. The NIA was investigating a case in which the Rohingyas were infiltrated, and they have got the details, and we have facilitated them in apprehending these criminals. And mainly these area, if you see the map, the Tripura is the all rail and road network of Bangladesh is just
Very close.
parallel to our roads only, and very close, within 3 to 4 kilometers. They can approach the train station, railway, bus station, everything. So that is why this is the more challenging.
They are choosing Tripura as the easy corridor.
But now after that operations, it has come down really heavily.
And sir, can you give a breakup of how many Rohingyas have been arrested in the last 2 or 3 years?
That I will have, yeah. The statistics you will give everything. Yeah.
Gentlemen, one last question, if any, because ODIG has some commitments. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
On behalf of